I believe that every single one of us was born with natural confidence. I mean, you look at babies and they express their emotions freely. They're able to ask for what they want. They touch themselves all over their bodies, like the second you open up their nappy, their hands are all over their genitals. They are so in moment, they are so connected, and they are so in touch what they feel, what they want, and what they desire, which is the essence of a confidence. And every single one of us was born like that. But then something happened. I mean, life got in the way. We might have been brought up around a lot of shame. Some of us have been traumatized, ridiculed, ashamed, punished. We have been told that feeling our emotions is not safe. So many of us have grew up in a space of emotional or psychological disempowerment. And all of that over time steals and robs us away from this natural confidence. But I believe that there is a way for every single woman on this planet to connect back to this, to connect back to this space of original essence, where she loves her body, where she's deeply connected to herself as a woman, to her emotions, to her desires, to her sense of worthiness. And today, I actually have a very specific framework for that. So we are talking here about psychological wholeness and being whole. And psychological wholeness corresponds with body wholeness. So if you are connected to your heart, to your belly, to your womb, it actually translates as a psychological wholeness. But for women who are chronically disconnected from their body, especially from their sexual center, from their womb, from their vagina, from their pelvic floor, it creates a sense of disconnection and loneliness in their body. They can feel insecure, they can feel unworthy, and they can have an inherent sense like there is something deeply missing in their body and in their life. So today I want to give you a framework, a point of reference that will allow you to restore the psychological and body wholeness, and of course result in rebuilding and reconnecting to your natural confidence. So the first part of this process is called emotional empowerment. And emotional empowerment is about building the capacity in your nervous system to feel it all. Because as a woman, we have been taught that on one side, we don't have the strength, we don't have the capacity to feel it all. And simultaneously, there is always someone outside of ourselves who is supposed to make us feel beautiful and amazing and inspired. In turn, we live our lives literally on hold, where we are avoiding difficult emotions like disgust, shame, and fear. And we are constantly waiting for that special moment or someone special to make us feel amazing. So emotional empowerment is about building the presence to feel and experience every single emotion inside of your body, inside of your nervous system. And at the same time, having a daily practice of filling yourself with all the amazing emotions that you deeply desire. The beauty, the love, the connection, and the ecstasy. Now, the second pillar of this framework is holistic sexuality. And this is really important because every single one of us grew up in an environment where we have been sexually repressed and we have experienced so much shame around being naked, loving our body, and having beautiful and profound sexual experiences. Now, holistic sexuality is about investing time and practice into building a container of self-pleasure, where self-pleasure can literally be the best medicine for enhancing self-love, for enhancing greater body connection, and for unraveling the painful imprints towards sexuality, like deep shame, guilt, and fear. And without a question, I believe that if we shift time of self-pleasure into a state where we can surrender into deep, deep relaxation, where we can greatly enhance our self-love and capacity to be intimate with our body and with ourselves, without a question, we would live in a radically different world. And the third part of this process is trauma and heartbreak healing. Now, unrecognized and unprocessed trauma underlies so much of people's suffering, from inability to be deeply intimate or form healthy relationships, all the way to robbing them from their energy and their natural sense of aliveness. So doing trauma and heartbreak healing and integration is all about doing deep healing at all three parts of the brain: the unconscious, the subconscious, and the conscious, restoring your capacity to love and literally connecting your brain, your heart, and your mind together. So you reconnecting to your natural confidence directly connects to the psychological wholeness. And once again, psychological wholeness is about emotional empowerment, having the capacity to feel every single emotion in a human experience. Using holistic sexuality as a doorway to enhancing your self-love and deep, deep intimacy with your body, while releasing sexual shame, guilt, and fear. And simultaneously doing trauma and heartbreak healing so you can deeply connect your brain, your heart, and your body. Your body deserves that. Your mind deserves that. In fact, you as a woman who is living on this beautiful planet deserves to feel whole. And today, together, this can be the most beautiful beginning for us making it happen. So going back to the original title of this video, what I believe in, I believe that every single woman on this planet is beautiful. That every single woman on this planet carries so much wisdom and so much love inside of herself. And by us as a collective embracing this journey of doing our inner work and literally reconnecting parts of ourselves that might have been traumatized or abused or ashamed, and filling them with love, with acceptance, with connection, is a doorway for us together as a woman standing up, shining brighter, and literally empowering a planet on a collective level. If you're someone who wants to take the first step, if you're someone who is really inspired by this message, please share your thoughts in the comments beneath this video. I'm gonna read every single one of your reply, and I am deeply, deeply touched by you saying yes to your power, yes to reconnection, and yes to building so much confidence inside of yourself. Now, I also believe that the essential importance of doing your healing work is actually ultimately to become a better parent. Because if your confidence has been taken away from you, from your parents, your upbringing, your society, all of that pain and all of that suffering is going to be transferred onto your children. So my huge driving force is actually this beautiful baby boy, Rumi, and my older son, Samir. And I have the utmost belief that every single mother who wants to rear her child lovingly and consciously is ultimately responsible to herself in terms of doing her own process work. So this is a special message from me and my beloved baby.